last night, it's if the Czechs score the first goal, this route is in serious trouble.
Canada's Kevin Weber is in charge tonight. He's assisted by Brendan Lewis of the USA and Tony Rundström from Sweden, the two captains from Geir and Lloyd Solberg. As we see the two teams peel away from the blue line. Johan Gronli is going to go in net. Eric Haugen has had a little bit of time in between the pipes during this contest. He was on the wrong end of most of the 10 goals that the USA scored and the 14 that Canada scored. Espen Hedge, there he is, was using those two games as practice, as training, as development. Can't use any of that tonight. He's got to go out and try and win the game against these guys in the white. Because Penka will be in goal for the Czech Republic. Is determined to take his side into the semi-finals. Win tonight, and you've got to measure that at least. There he is, second from the right, and he is so humble. We've spoken a couple of times. He can't believe the volume of bodies that are crowding into the Ostrava arena. His words, just to watch out, and they are. They're here to watch paralyzed hockey being played in the jerseys of the Czech Republic, and tonight they have the opportunity to go to the semi-finals and take on the mighty United States of America. This guy here is that busy.
Určitě jim tu situaci nezávidím a myslím si, že jsou v té situaci úplně poprvé, protože možná se ani neuvědomili, nebo dřív neuvědomili, kolik je zatím vším práce. Ono to není jenom tady ta organizace, ale ono to je 15 let vývoje tady parahokeje, kdy jsme museli prokázat svou životaschopnost.
Penka, Johan Gronli, they're the two at the business end. Paul Rosen, this isn't just about power ice hockey now, it's just about your skill on the ice. For both sets of these teams, this is huge, it's a chance at the semi-finals at least, but they will never have played anything like this under this amount of pressure. Lose, you're out. Win, and take on USA on Friday night.
Yeah, 100%. Last night, the Czech had the game, same amount of people, it was great, but it wasn't the pressure of losing and going home. If they lost, they would still play today.
Listen to this crowd, counting down to the puck drop. And we are away.
Put your seatbelt on, lock yourself in, this is going to be a great ride.
No texting at the wheel, it's bad news. Behind the goal, Kubesh, immediate on the kick, just collides. And the Norwegians are going to set their stall out as early as possible. Are they going to try and play the same game as the Czech Republic, which has been quick, slick and fast? Or are they going to try and outmuscle them? And to be fair, the Czech Republic have played that game pretty well as well. Kubesh looking left-hand side. Geir, the captain. That's the first chance he's had, and they got away. They'll go behind the net, and another check on the boards. The first goal in this one, Paul Rosen, is massive.
It's critical. I think the Czechs have the speed, so I think they're outspeed the Norwegians. The Norwegians will be much better off if they play a smart game. Take chances when chances are there. Don't lose the puck. Don't overthink. And whatever you do, don't give up. Because if you do that, you're in serious trouble.
We saw lots of indiscipline from the Italians earlier, and that cost them massively against the Koreans, and that one just ended pretty much as soon as it began. One of these two teams is indisciplined tonight, and it's a huge advantage to the other side. And equally, what the Czech Republic don't want to do as we have a chance here for Krupicka, but he has to come out up towards the blue line, and they think about starting again. Now it's down on the right. That's fired in by Raoul, and away against the boards on this near side. Kept in by Szafranek, who just launches it towards goal. Gronli has not been the most confident over here at these championships, so you can understand them maybe just pumping them in at him at any time from anywhere. That one's just dumped. What they don't want to do is allow Bakke chances from just inside the blue line, and Oyseth from close was deadly the other night as well.
Yeah, they're the two big ones, and obviously Rolf-Einar Pettersson on the back end. Here's a chance now.
Left-hand side, Bogle. Oh, touched away. What a bit of play. That is by Kvok, the experienced Kvok, and they're just getting stuck in. Czech Republic right in the house, right in front of the goal. Thou shall not pass. He's already the mentality.
The wily veteran. We talked about him last night. This crowd goes wild. They love him. Back pass up the middle.
That's Paul. They've got to get it further than that. And here's a big chance. Oh, there's a big hit as well. Habel gets it away, and that's over the blue line, and the chase is on. And every time this puck moves forward, the crowd will raise the roof. That is a fact.
Yeah, the Norwegians cannot let the Czechs score goal.
Solberg is chasing. This is the best start by any team against the Czech Republic, Paul. They've took it to them, Norway. They're not just sitting back and holding. They're actually going at them. Oyseth on the far side hits Skyer, the captain. He hardly flinches, and that one's played right across.
Bad change.
Yeah, that's an awful change. Raoul is on. And actually, there was an opportunity on this side. Skyer chasing it down. That's neat. Captain Solberg, another one from Kvok.
He's caught in a penalty.
And Kvok is going to go off at some point. He's come off this side for Bossial. He's going to end up going on the other side, I think.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. This game, you have to let them play. You have to let them hit.
The first penalty is going to go the way of the Czech Republic. It's the long hair.
The wily veteran. Let's
Thomas Kvok, the 52-year-old, been playing since the year 2000.
No, you gotta let that hit happen. That was a good hit. He caught him with his shoulder. That's a good hit. If you're gonna call that, we're gonna be in trouble tonight.
Can Norway make the difference with the extra body? Solberg in front, but it's easily dealt with and hammered up the ice once again, and Szafranek is chasing. Nice little drop back. And away comes Varnes. Palak.
Nice hit too.
Good hit from Raoul, and the referees stay motionless. Nothing wrong with that one.
No, and one thing that's totally different from years ago, Rolf-Einar Pettersson would be on this power play right away. He's not out there.
Experienced Pedersen, a 9-time Paralympian. Oh, the Norwegians have got in each other's way here. But just over a minute left on the power play. Kubesh just dumps it, and this is good killing.
Yeah, great penalty kill right now. Stop him at the line, brick wall, get it out.
Varnes on the far side. Krupicka tries to hold him up. Habel just ran into Solberg there. I would have been surprised to have heard a referee's whistle at that point, but there wasn't. Kubesh on this near side, trying to get it away from Varnes.
You want to stay out of the box, and that could have been.
It could have been dangerous.
Yeah, interference could have been called there. Pettersson's out there now. You better watch him. He's dangerous. Always was. Always will, Bill.
Bakke on the ice is a danger. He scored in the opening 2 games, and this is Rolf-Einar Pettersson, who we were just talking about. That's a wonderful, wonderful pass.
Oh, and, the referee called it. The referee lost sight of it.
Skyer not happy. He and Oyseth got a little come together. Interesting to see what they call here. 9:55 on the clock. No goals. It's the longest in a first period that the Czech Republic have gone without scoring. And one of the tasks that the Norwegians will have here is to just nullify the noise.
I think the longer the Norwegians can keep this 0-0, the better it's going to be for them. This crowd is still crazy, but it's going to settle down. You'd think it'd settle down. It's a nice play.
That's Kvok still in the penalty box. Nothing's dropped. Nordstoga. Pedersen, that's a bit of space for Pedersen. Bogle doesn't get it away.
He had his chance there. That was absolutely prime real estate.
Talking about holding the nerve, Raul there just goes in a little bit. The whistle's already gone. Doesn't need to do that. Doesn't need to be silly. Doesn't need to end up in that box.
Yeah, there he's going to protect the goalie a little hack there. I think the ref's going to let that go. But a beautiful pass from Pedersen down low, and then a little bit of nerves there from the youngster. He tried to go upstairs and stand on it.
Again, the noise inside this Ostrava arena is very impressive indeed. Maybe a few numbers less than they would have expected, but it's certainly going to add to the occasion if they can get through tonight. Friday in this building will be something out of this planet. Well,
penalty's over.
It's nothing against nothing, zeros all around as we take a short break. Before, the longest that the Czech Republic have gone in a first period without netting, and this is from range. Well, Gronli was lucky that wasn't a bit higher. That might have been a bit more tricky for him to deal with.
That was a good shot.
Solberg hasn't got it past the blue line yet. Pedersen, it's going to be given away. Chance here, Novotny, the first chance. I think he saves that.
Big stop, it got him in the shoulder and over.
Gronli, well, what a time to pull off a save like that. Kvok, it was a cheeky little effort from Kvok. We've seen him do that a couple of times.
Geyer's on fire.
Chance here for Kabesh. Can't get it underneath the sled, and Novotny wants a piece of it. In comes Bogle. And Solberg.
He's holding it.
Yep, the officials are calling that one in the end. So, Kvok with an effort. Novotny from close range. We'll hopefully get another look at that in a second. Paul Rosen will be assessing the goalies closer than anybody else you know.
What a great play.
Great save.
He went low. Goaltender dives down. Beautiful play here. Soon as he goes, caught him and went over the net. Great play by the Norwegian goaltender to keep it at zeros.
Gronli keeps this one level with a big, timely save. Palat drops it back, and now Šafranek. Rupicka chasing. Rupicka
into the
deceived
boards
by Nordstoga. A little late hit again, and that one's just come off the front end of the sled, and this will be offside. Raul couldn't help that.
They were very lucky, because if the Czech player didn't pick that up in the neutral zone, Alan, that was gone. If he leaked it out, the Norwegian was gone on a clean-cut breakaway. They have to be careful that they don't let a Norwegian slip behind them. That's what Norway's going to look for.
8:08 remaining in the period. Kvok just trying to gently ease the puck from underneath the sled, but it ends up behind the net with Kubesh.
And a penalty to Norway. Oh, no, he called it on the Czechs.
Well, there's an arms out moment for Michael Vapenka in the Czech Republic goal, but away goes Novotny, the man who nearly opened the score, has now had the penalty box door open for him as he disappears. 7:54 on the clock. It's an intriguing start, this, Paul.
Yeah, I don't think the Czechs are going to be smart taking too many penalties. The Norwegians are good, and they'll put one in eventually. Stay out of the box.
They scored short-handed yesterday, but I think the Norwegians have a little bit of a different level of tenacity than the Italians might have had. That's played, it was beautifully played in to Varnes, who has made space, and that whistles above. Now Vapenka getting involved with Lloyd Solberg, who's becoming a nuisance in the crease.
Yeah, I will guarantee you Solberg is a bit of a pest in front of the net. I've had my run-ins with him. He for sure said something to the Czech goalie.
Just coming up to 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Nordstoga turning on this near side. Habel putting the pressure on. The Czech doesn't come. In fact, Kubesh will be able to pick up the puck quite easily. And that's a tremendous lob forward, because all of a sudden Gaia is alone, but he's about to get sandwiched. Gaia board Gaia. In comes Nordstoga. Varnes just in front, but that might be given away. Chance. Pushed away by Grönli. Another chance. Gaia, can he get the angle for the shot? No is the answer. His own teammate is a little bit in the way.
Glove pass, but Geyer, he's the heart and soul of his team. He's done it the whole time, and he's continually doing it tonight. Fired in there, froze the puck against the boards, picked it back up, and almost picked the rebound up. This is a great play, actually. He did it on purpose, so the pad, if you keep it on the ice with the goalies that wear that pad, they're gonna push out a rebound, a big rebound. It's impossible to keep it. It's not like able body where they're standing up, Alan. It's on the ice, boom, it's back. Nice try, smart play.
Nolashal was actually in the way of Gaia's second attempt. Schafranek at the face-off has won it. It's then advanced by Palak, but behind the net is Bucket. Up to the blue line. Bucket, we've seen in this tournament, dangerous inside the blue line. Hamre, he just got off balance, and that's allowed Schafranek to get a touch. Varnes takes a hit from Dorschau. Bogle on the far side. Raoul is almost sitting with his goal in. That whistles the side netting.
I thought that went
some
in.
people this side of the arena thought that was in for a moment. Good hit from Novotny.
They have to get that puck out. They're being a little too sloppy right now.
5 minutes 40 still going here in the first period. No goals, which is astounding in a Czech game so far. The referee nearly in the way. Schafranek will go and try and get this, but Rolfine Pedersen has almost given that away. Novotny tries to play it forward. A few changes coming. Gaia back on the ice. So too Kvok. Gaia going to block the initial pass. That's dumped on by Hamre, who takes a big hit in the board with his head, and Hamre stays down for a second there. Big hit from Kvok. No call of a penalty from any of the officials. Gaia.
Nice play out front.
They've got to get to it, and they have. Kvok again. You forget that Kvok, he's 52 at times. Hammer he appears everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, Hammer got absolutely crunched into the boards there. He hit his head hard.
Gaia decides to go for it.
Yeah.
Hits the top of the rim of the board. Kubesh is chasing it down. Krapicka making a nuisance of himself. Kubesh again trying to hold it inside the blue line. The Czechs will do that. Oh, that's neat. On the backhand. Out to Gaia. One touch with the right. Couldn't tee himself up on the left. It's just flicked away near side. Almost ended up on the Norwegian bench.
Yeah, Rolf Einar Pedersen made a nice play. Forced Geyer to the outside. He couldn't do anything with him. Pedersen can still defend, I'll tell you that much.
Oysa with clever play, didn't let the puck go past him. Solberg, who was about to take the hit, took the hit, but it meant that his team kept the puck. Oysa, it's low and well held by Bapenka. No, it's not, it's out. It leaked out of the glove and Kvok doesn't know where it is. That's another good save, and another save. Oh, Bakker, well, he normally scores from a foot not further out there, Bakker. But at the moment, Michael Bapenka's doing okay.
Yeah, he's making the big stop. The Norwegians have been all over him.
Still, no score as we go to a break. Winning Bakker, who's just seen one saved from a matter of feet in front of the goal, decides to try virtually straight away after the face-off. Again,
a little sloppy right now in their zone. The Czechs want to be a little smarter. The goaltender's bailed him out. His long pass.
Kupichka couldn't get there. Making a nuisance of himself, and it's played across their own goal. This has to be pushed away. Goal won by Doleshal. Vogel on this near side avoids getting hit, but Hamle won't get to this one, and Palat gets it on the blue line. He can't get it much further, and that's a weird time to change.
Yeah,
it had hardly gone past the red line in the neutral zone, and 4 of the Czech players decided to try and leave the ice. Got to make that right, because if it goes wrong, it looks horrific.
Yeah, and they're very lucky that the Norwegians iced this puck, because they could have been in serious, serious trouble.
Haven't seen any sign of Lena Schroeder, the only female player in this Open Sex World Championships. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely, she'll be hoping to get some game time at some point. Kubesh at the moment might just have won this back. Novotny's short if he wants him. Cross ice he goes, just in front of Habel. Habel will go around the net. Seen a couple of mistakes with plays around the net here on day number 4. The first gets a touch from Pedersen, nearly put it under Gronli.
That is one of the worst things as a defenseman. Never touch the puck with your hand when the goalkeeper's going to save it. That will drive him crazy.
Tussle against the boards. When does the referee decide to blow? He's saying it's there, but surely they can't get it out.
You're only going to cause trouble there. Well, I don't believe this.
Inviting Geyer to hit, which is... This is crazy. Just blow it, get it out. Well done, referee.
And now he's calling a penalty on Pedersen. I think he's calling a penalty on Pedersen for holding the puck. He asked him to move it. I personally don't get it. And Pedersen is going to the bench like he doesn't understand he got a penalty. But he's telling him now, hey, number three, you got a penalty. What? What are you talking about?
Who, me?
What are you talking about?
Well, Rolf Einar Pedersen has probably spent the majority of his career shouting, oh, no.
Rolf understands English, so when
I don't think he understands the call.
Well, the referee was saying to them, move it. No, you got 2 for holding. He knows he's got to go to the box. I still don't agree with that 100%. There's 3 people on top of him.
There's 1:37 left. I think that's how long it's taken Rolf Einar Pedersen to get to the penalty box as well. Novotny trying to chase down. Got to get it away now, Norway. Kovesh has kept it in. The whistle goes again.
Love pass in the zone. It's going to come out of the blue line. This is where the Czechs can go into the second period with some massive momentum. And Geier's a guy. I don't think Geier out there. I think they took him out.
Not yet.
He's not on. He just came off.
It's 1:51 still left in the period. Palak, Kropitska is out there as well. Raul. And this one's going to come around the ice for Doleciao. Szafrynek asking for it. Oh, and it hits the feet of the referee. And a chance for Orisev. And again, it goes behind the goal. But the Norwegians will be delighted to have the puck this far up the ice during the Czech Republic power play.
Absolutely, and last night was the night of shorthanded goals for the Czechs. Tonight, the Norwegians had a chance.
Bursting out, Bakke can't get there. Nordstoga against Kropitska. The two of them combine, then both of them collide with the boards, and there's a potential 2-on-1 here. It's got to be put away, and it has been by Orisev, who was quick and could only do one thing, which was just push it
nice
away.
Move.
Dorsal trying to trick the Norwegians, and now the race is on, but this will probably go to Vapenko, who decides to just stick his hand over it.
Smart play.
38 seconds of the power play, 15 seconds of the period. It hasn't dampened the spirits inside the venue. They're still cheering. They're still smashing their hands with the clappers they've been given, the little banners that make noise. They'll make noise if there's a goal, all right, but only if it comes to those dressed in white. That's
Kept
well
it
done.
in.
That is well done. He may as well go for the target as well. 8 seconds to go. This one is over. Is as a period. There is the buzzer indeed. Well, not quite what we're used to with the Czech Republic sides so far. We've been getting goals, we've been getting goal-mouth action, we've been getting drama, we've been getting a noisy crowd. Norwegians have done everything that they needed to do to stop that from happening. Here in the quarter-final match, it's Norway 0, Czech Republic 0. Well, there you go, the goals stat is up. Paul will talk about the highlights in a couple of moments, because that's what we're going to get. A couple of times the Norwegians have had a go at goal. We saw one that nestled into the side of the net, and a few people on this side thought it was in.
Yeah, there was a couple of chances in this first period. Both teams will be happy. This is the shot from Geier in the corner. Nice stop by the Norwegian goalie. Fires it out. Pedersen takes it to rescue. This was the big chance. This was the big one here. All alone, he'd want that back, but a beautiful stop by the Norwegian keeper. An absolute beautiful stop by the goalkeeper. Geier goes flying over top. That was a big stop. And he let it leak out. That little confusion. There's been a little confusion around the Czech net. Big rebound off the pads. He's lucky he pulled that in. Could have gone over top of him and in the top corner.
Well, the all-important column in this is the one at the top, and it says nothing in either side. So it remains goalless here between Norway and the host nation, the Czech Republic. 5 shots aside. A couple of penalties for the Czech Republic, just the one for the Norwegians. So far, nothing to report home on, but I'm pretty sure that will change. Join us in the second period. Whistles coming back onto the ice here at the Ostrava Arena, which means we are less than 3 minutes away from the puck drop here in the home of Hockey Club Vitkovice. I wonder if they get 9,000 for a game. Not sure. Paul Rosen alongside me. No goals in that first period, Paul, and that will please Norway a huge amount.
Very much so. They want to keep this game as close as possible, and even though you would think the crowd would be out of it when first period 0-0, this crowd is just as loud. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the crowd is here to stay until the game is over.
But it goes a long way to nullifying them a little bit, doesn't it? They aren't as, it's not rapturous because they've scored.
Absolutely, they're very happy. I can guarantee you the Norwegians are happy. They have to play the exact same way. They had a few chances. They can't be sloppy. The best chance in that period was the Czechs. Big stop by the Norwegian goalie.
Well, if Norway can find the net and not let the Czech Republic side do so, they might need an escort out of the arena here on a Wednesday night, but there's a long way to go in this one. 2 periods, but already Norway are proving the most difficult task that the Czech Republic side have had. 8-0 against Japan, 6-1 against Sweden, and they brushed aside the Italians 4-0. Is it going to happen again? Can they get on the score sheet? Can they dominate? We're about to find out. Michael Vapenka had to make the majority of the saves, it felt like, in that first period. I know it said that statistically they had the same amount of shots against them, but I think a fair amount of the Czech ones weren't really that difficult. But the best save of that first period, Paul Rosen, was definitely the one from Johan Gronli. But we were just discussing, could he have lifted it a little bit more?
Well, that's what he wanted to do, I think. He had the puck. He didn't realize he had so much time. Nobody was around him, and he fired it real fast, and it caught the Norwegian goalie's pad and went up above him.
We saw Michael Geyer, the captain, the goal scorer, the man that knows just how to put the puck in the net. And Geyer got 1 in the first game, 2 in the second game, 2 in the third game. He's barely had a sniff in this one. Every time Geyer has had it, Paul, he's trying to shift from left to right early. Gronli holds on. What I was saying about Geyer is he's trying to shift it from right to left or left to right, and every time Geyer gets it, they swarm, because they know if they can prevent him from switching it, they can prevent him from shooting.
Yeah, and that's when Geyer's going to slip it off. Any winger that's with him, you got to know that when they're on him, it's going to leave somebody open. Watch to the right, watch to the left. Penalty's almost over, Alan.
Just a few seconds left. The Czech team now have to go up against 5. Kvok on this near side. He's got a good shot in.
Pettersson's got a chance.
Loose pass from Kvok, looking for his captain Geyer, but Kubesh has done really well there, and he might just get the Czech side going forward as well. Geyer was waiting to hit Bogle, and the arm is up for the official on this near side, and they're going to call that
icing.
Icing.
That could have been, wow. He is so lucky, because I think if Geyer wanted to, he could have sent them right to Prague. He wouldn't have had to take a train, a bus, or a car. He would have been in Prague from Geyer's shoulder. This crowd is going insane right now.
Bogle battling. Kropitska trying to help out, and well, the referee decides that Bogle has trapped that, or it's trapped under Bogle at least. So we'll get another face-off. Like we haven't moved. 56 seconds gone in this second period. Well, they're enjoying the game no matter what at the moment, the crowd here inside the Ostrava arena. But if you're only just tuning in for the first time in these championships, if they find the net, just take a listen. That one's easy. Oh no, he's then spilt it. Oh, talk about making the job more difficult.
Yeah, that's where there has to be communication. A good communication between a goalie and a defenseman is critical. Right there, the goalie made a stop. He put it down for the D. The D pushed it back into goaltender. That's where there's confusion. Once you do that, you risk the chance that the puck will leak under the goalie or that the forward forechecking will pick it up. You got to be smarter than that.
Pushed away by Novotny, who's one of those that have spent time in the penalty box. Novotny, 32 years of age. He's from Prague.
Good chance for Geyer.
All the way up, and Geyer is chasing down on Rolf-Einar Pedersen. Those two love a check.
Good pinch down low.
Yeah, that's neat. Can he get it away for a shot? No, Kvok might think about it. Kvok from deep. Going to be chased by Geyer into space. He loves it from an angle. Oh, into the side netting from Geyer. It was Novotny that had the first shot. Still a chance here. They just raining shots in at the moment. Kvok and the crowd are cheering every shot here. He'll play it around the back of the net, Novotny, and they're pinning the Norwegians in, and that's what the Czech Republic will want. Have a good period of pressure, get a goal. Kvok waiting, Geyer keeping, trying to slip it in to Habel. That didn't work, and it's underneath here, and fair play to the Czech Republic, just barging their way through and trying to keep the puck inside the blue zone. They won't do, and the chase is on for Onekre, but Kubeš gets there. Novotny down the right side, Habel is with him, and then decided to come for Krupicka, who was going the wrong way, and that's a poor choice.
That was a poor choice, because down the right side, he was wide open. Sometimes you have to open both eyes, Alan, not one eye.
12:18 on the clock. Bogle at the face-off, and it's going to go behind the net. Easy for Kubeš to play it around the board, but there's nobody there other than a red jersey. Nordstoger
he went for
gets
the
a
hit.
shoulder. That one goes high and wide, but easily picked up in the end by Hamre. Habel is there. Hamre does well to avoid being hit a couple of times and then gets squashed a bit by Habel, who is desperately trying to reach around. Hamre then takes another hit. He's going to get another one if he's not careful. Now Kvok will turn and assess, and he comes off the boards near side for Krupicka. Krupicka can give it to Kvok. Kubeš on the far side isn't anywhere near that, but then it's going to slide into space, and Krupicka might just nick this back. That's unlucky. Kubeš and Habel on the far side. Solberg plays it backwards. Krupicka will get there, and Kvok will beat Bogle to this, and he just whips it around the boards. Habel lets it go, so to the red line, but no further.
Bouncing puck.
Loops up in the air from Pedersen, and is this a chance on the right side? Oh, another big hit, Bogle it was, and this game is not for the faint of heart so far.
Now there's some big hits in this game. He was almost gone.
Bogle in a lot of space, and
look at Geyer hustle.
And Geyer.
Wow.
On your bike. Played in behind the goal again. Habel.
That's what you call back checking. Your captain does that, boy, you better do it too.
All it was that dealt with it, Strafanek now turning on the afterburners and going after it. Onekre leaves it for Nordstoger, and icing is called.
There's a lot of action in this second period. A lot more action in the second period than in the first period. A lot of shots, wow.
Well,
one's going to go in soon, I'm telling you.
Plenty of people with a range of impairments all around the Czech Republic have come here to be inspired, and well, they already are. And I'm not sure how far away that was. There's not a lot more Vapenka could have done. He was reaching up already. Gaia on this near side. He doesn't mind getting involved in the rough stuff, and Onekli takes a hit. It's spilled out for Gaia to go around the boards. Over there is Palat. Shafranek is now making a move, and Palat gets hit hard, and now he's got to hold on.
Hold it. He's calling a penalty on holding the puck. I think it's on Norstoga. It is.
Yeah, he was...
Norstoga put his hand on the puck and closed it. You very rarely see it called because the hands are so low to the ice.
No score as we take a short break. Back we come, and Kabel loses out, but it doesn't go past the blue line, so chance for the Czech Republic maybe, but not Novotny trying to get in space. That was neat from Habel. He's flicked it behind him.
Very nice little deflection where the goaltender had to keep his eyes open. Sometimes you'd think he's going to make that pass down low. A little flick of the wrist. Very, very nice.
A little bit more purchase on that. He might got a bit more speed on it, and it might have crept in.
A little bit harder on the pass, and he might have been able to.
Norstoga still in the penalty box, remember, so the Czechs will be desperate to keep this within the blue line, and that's the first thing that doesn't happen. Kubesh. This is nice.
Nice pass.
Cross-ice pass is lovely. Oh, it's too much. Now Kvok's got work to do. No, he doesn't, because they'll just go
too
long.
Fancy.
One extra pass that wasn't needed, you fear. Why not have a go? Why not take a shot? Gronli hasn't exactly been electric in between the pipes during this championships. Kvok lays it off, and then a nice cross-ice pass here to Habel. Habel has got speeding over this blue line is Gaia, and Gaia tries to give it back to Habel, and that's blocked from a clearance from Novotny. And eventually it is forced back out. Clearing attempt is good this time around.
That was a weak pass by Rolf Einar Pedersen. He normally does not do that, and that almost set him free. Put himself offside there.
Team have 25 seconds.
Leave it.
To try and take advantage of this power play, and bit of strange play from Vapenka. Kupitska touches it forward behind the net here. Can they get it out? No. Palat on the far side. For some reason tries to drill that in when he had Raul coming right behind him. The penalty's finished. Have they kept that in? No, says the referee on this, or the linesman on this near side. It's gone over the blue line only by a fraction, but it does mean that we'll come to a halt.
You know, one great thing about watching the game of hockey, it looks way easier in the broadcast booth than it is on the ice. Wow, from up here, he had a perfect opportunity to slip into his guy wide open in the middle. Might be a little different on the ice, though.
We're all sat up here going, give it him, do that. They're down there thinking, I'm trying. Kvok has been trying since the turn of the millennium when he made his debut. 22-year-old still going strong, and he is strong. Don't play this in front of your own goal. We've learnt that lesson today a few times. That's a poor pass by the Czech Republic to try and get out, and Kvok and Habel chasing. Habel does very well. He's now got to get rid though. Geyer on this near side, he gets sandwiched in.
This is the one thing that the Czech Republic team is doing tonight that they have not done in their first 3 games. They're being a little sloppy inside their zone, bad passes.
But is that due to better pressure, or is it the pressure on them?
I think it's the pressure of this game, to be honest with you.
Big hit from Kobesh. Someone staying down there. The captain is staying down for a second. Solberg gingerly gets up, picks up the stick.
You watch that he's behind you.
Oh, and the linesman taking a
hammered.
huge fall by Dolcial coming out of the bench gate. Czechs have got to be careful here. They're making changes, but almost made a mistake. Raul should get to this. One stick or no. Well, that's good from Raul. Pala try and play it. Oh, and Dolcial has slipped.
Sloppy, very sloppy.
It's diagonally across the crease. But, this should be okay now for the Czech Republic. Oh, they slipped again here with Raul. And that's just handing possession back to Norway with Onekre, but he was isolated as well.
Oh, bad pass again. It's been a period of bad passes. Chance for Pedersen.
Pedersen of all people. Oh, right at Vapenka. And of course he just runs into him. It wouldn't be Rolf Einar Pedersen if he didn't.
No, and Pedersen normally would go in the top corner there.
Well, the puck hasn't gone anywhere in the goals. It remains 0. We'll be back in a moment. Approaching 9 o'clock local time here in the Czech Republic. The whistles ring around.
Yeah, toss to Norwegian. Nope, toss the Czech out of the face-off circle.
They also played with the time as well. 5:35 on the clock. And I was just going to say, is this the end of the road for the Czech Republic? Is this how far their fast play and the crowd will take them? Because at the moment, they've been nullified, and nullified by a side that, spent the last 2 games trying to learn whilst getting absolutely hammered by both America and Canada. Or is it the fact that Norway were ready for this?
I think it's critical right now that the Czechs score the first goal, because the nerves are getting to them. You can see it. They're a different team. Lots of mistakes in their zone. They score the first goal, maybe they're going to calm down. They don't, they could be in trouble.
4 on 3. This is the quietest, until this moment, the crowd had been since they got here. And Rolf Einar Pedersen, who is a top quality para ice hockey player, dealt with that like it was nothing. He's gone off to retrieve a stick, and that might be costly, you know, because there's a big gap in the centre. Geyer can't get there. He can get there. Has anybody else read this? Geyer tries to feed it back diagonally.
Doing it by himself.
Oh,
terrible play.
Couldn't keep it
better come out
past
here.
The ice, and Vapenka has decided not to. Habel thinks that there was an infringement on him, and that's not given. It's getting a little bit messy from both sides, and I think that will suit Norway. more than it will suit the Czech Republic. They've tried to play beautiful hockey. This is the first time they've really had to work this hard, and Habel,
Oh, he blew it.
no changes.
Have you seen the nerves on the Czech Republic team like we see tonight in the first 3 games?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And it's evident, it's oozing out of them. And the longer it goes without a goal, the worse it will be for them.
Well, they've been so used to, 4-0, 8-0, 5 goals.
3 or 4 up by this point.
Right. It's a different ball game tonight.
The mark of a true champion is dealing with the issue of not winning.
Right. And the Norwegians are they're the pesky Norwegians. You know, they're just going to come in and walk over them. They're too good. They've been playing this game too long. Oh.
Now it's a race. It's one that should be won easily, and is. And fair play to Doncic, who kept his eye on the puck and went now. That's a big hit.
That's a penalty for
Big hit off the puck.
Pedersen. He's going in the box for the 2nd time. That's the one thing about Rolf. He's a great player, but I go right back to 206 in Torino. He can take some silly penalties, Alan. This right here is a silly penalty. You've had the Czechs where you want them. Now you might lose it.
Well, we questioned what he was doing running into Vapenka about 2 or 3 minutes ago and saying, no need for that. You've had the shot, you missed, just get on with it. That's another daft one. That's good. Kubesh gone for goal, and it's just sticked away neatly by Gronli. They haven't put enough pressure on Gronli, if you ask me, and that's a surprise considering the volume of shots they've had in the opening 3 games.
Yeah, they have not. They're definitely playing different.
Kvok will come over, and this has gone right round the boards. Kvok and Geyer on this near side. Kvok won't mind taking a hit. He doesn't get one in the end, and Geyer tries to angle this. This is neat. Can Habel get there? He can't. That's good play by Bakker. Another of the more impressive players for the Norwegians, Bakker. And again, it's a good bit of penalty killing from the Norwegians. Šafranek is back out on the ice. Novotny is out there too. Geyer on this, he was on the left side, he's now right down the middle. He's just circling through the neutral zone. This one's gone over the top, will it sneak underneath? Geyer coming across to try and get a bit of it. Oh. Big hit from Bakker and Geyer just about getting up. It's come right across. Oh, Bakker takes it off Gronli's hand. Geyer tries to deliver a little bit of retribution.
Yeah, I think Geyer is
he's
shaken up a little. That was a big hit. He did a complete 1.5 gainers.
30 seconds to go on the power play. Kvok, again, they've got to be better than that. They have been better than that, and they've got to refine that passing accuracy they've had in the early games.
Yeah, and we saw this Czech power play, especially last night. They were moving the puck side to side, isolating a man down, putting it in the top corner. They didn't have a real good quality shot at all. They got to really just take a deep breath and calm down.
I think that goes for everyone. Raul Palat coming over to get involved, but it's dealt with and then given straight back to Šafranek.
Better watch that Pedersen's out of the box, and he could do something. He's back in the zone.
60 seconds remaining in the second period. Hard to believe that a team that have shipped that many goals in the group against a team that have scored that many goals in their group is blank with 45 seconds remaining of the second period. Right around, and on the other side is Palat. Needs somebody to make space. Palat has completely missed it. Took his eye off the puck for a second, and it's allowed it to run away. And
watch him wide
open. There's a man wide open here in Bakker. Bakker's got it.
Oh.
Krapicka couldn't get to. Bakker fires wide. That would have been heartbreaking with 30 seconds to go in the second period.
Yeah, you never want to get scored on the last minute of a period or the first minute of a period.
Back on the boards for a second, that might just see us out. Unless the Norwegians can get it and get a shot off. Pala allows Habel to turn. It's not that easy to turn. And with 4 seconds to go, they'll just throw this up towards Krapicka, but there goes the buzzer. Would you have had this down as 0-0 after 2 periods? You're a brave man if you say yes, because I didn't.
No, I didn't either. Not a chance. Not a chance. It's been a good game. Action back and forth. But the biggest problem, in my opinion, is that the Norwegians are causing a lot of trouble for the Czechs, and the Czechs' nerves are really getting to them.
Here after the second period, no score. Well, again, the graphic here becomes rather null and void. Norway, nothing. Czech Republic, nothing, as we head off to look at the highlights of the second period. Paul, there weren't a great deal, if we're honest. The biggest chance came in the first period. The diving save from Gronli was still the best opportunity, I think, realistically, for either side to have opened their account.
Yeah, definitely. Not many real big opportunities. Here's one here. Simple stop, though. From that far out, the goaltender's going to make an easy glove save. Right here, he just pushes it in. He'd better off to put it on the ground and hope that you could get a rebound from it. Here's another chance, just missed. Geyer lost it. He tried to get it back here. Leaks out there, Geyer just missed it. Tries to go around the net and sneak it in like he did last night against the Italians, but it just wasn't meant to be. This was a huge shot. The old Rolf Einar Pettersson goes right to left, and he puts that right in the top corner. He never made any of those that easy for me. He has got a great shot, and he has not used it to the best of his abilities yet. And there's a shot by Bakke, and it's like 20 feet wide.
Well,
not a lot of action.
No, not at all, and it stays the same. I think that's slightly less shots than we had in the first period, isn't it? Nothing has bothered the scorekeepers. Their fingers are hovering above the goal button because I think they thought they were going to get plenty of them. We've had plenty of goals here on the day. Have we had any today in this game? The big one, the big crowd? No, not so far. Join us in a little while. We'll be back with the third period. Welcome back to the coverage of the third period of this World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019 quarter-final number 2. Before the game, me and Paul were like, yeah, goals, goals, goals. There's going to be goals everywhere. Yeah, let's keep counting the goals. We need an abacus, we need a calculator. Didn't need any of that, did we?
No, we haven't. What did I call the game? 4-1, 5-1, 5-2? There was a lot of goals.
You thought the Norwegians were going to get absolutely battered. I just spoke to Macri from the Italian side, who was saying, do you know what, I'm watching the Norwegians and they've got it spot on. He said they're doing everything we didn't do last night against the Czech team.
Absolutely.
He said they're watching them, they're waiting for them. Rather than trying to rush into them, they're letting them come and then just following the players who are coming off them. And that is exactly what the Norwegians told us they were practicing against the Americans and against the Canadians.
Absolutely.
1 for 1.
100%. And that's why they've been so successful. The good thing for the Czechs is it's still 0-0. And they still could put one in. And when they do put one in, if they put one in, this crowd will go nuts, and that will give them the opportunity to get that little bit of adrenaline, because there's nothing better than playing in your home country and having them go crazy. It's unbelievable. Hard to describe unless you've been through it.
We're just over a minute or so away from getting underway. You can see everybody dressed in the red, white and blue with the Czech flags, Czechia, as it should be now known. We haven't seen we've seen one version of the Chicken wave. How much more will we see from the Czech Republic? Mikhail Vapenka has been busy in front of his home nation. Johan Gronli probably still has the best save of the game. As we mentioned earlier, the ambassador for this tournament is one Dominic Hasek, and he sat right behind us, watching on intently. He sat with the head of the local organising committee, and they haven't taken their eyes off the ice for every game of this tournament. And Hasek, the ambassador, two-time Stanley Cup winner, of course, if you thought you recognised the name. A huge man crush from Paul, who loves the guy.
I do. Hockey Hall of Famer. I love the way he played. I love the feistiness in the crease. And I love when he played for the Czechs. He would have died for his country. I love that.
Well, Michael Gaia is very similar for this current Para Ice Hockey national team. He leads by example. He leads from the front, and he's on the far side. If they can find a pass across the ice, they can't from Kubesh, and that is because Norway have come out and started exactly the same way they've played 2 periods. They're watching, they're assessing, they're nullifying, and it's brilliant to watch.
Absolutely.
Might not be goals, but the defensive element is just as important.
Well, the Norwegian coach put together a game plan that he felt would be successful, and so far it has been.
Can they find the net as well? It's opening up here. They don't want to let Baka have too much space, and it's pushed away.
That was a nice stop. Just caught him in the shoulder, just enough to get it by. He's a big goalie. You're going to have to, if you're going to go high, you got to go real high.
Vapenka does what he needs to do. Down this near side, it will go all the way back.
Dyer's going to have to come back out. That's icing. When you ice the puck, you cannot make a change. Same as the NHL. That's when you get tired.
Well,
and you have to stay on.
They might have got away with that because he's not on.
Yeah, well, sometimes you do.
Played forward. Already the first minute of the period has gone, and icing again.
Yeah, but this time the linesman's standing right there, and he's going, no, back. Good try, though, real good try. And the linesman might have been listening to you, and they got away with it the first time, but not the second time.
Well, I'm not convinced, because Novotny was on the ice, and he's not now. well, intricacies, minor details. Can you hear this crowd again? They're still in this. They're still here for the team. Played back in an attempt to get it to go behind the goal, but Kvok will try and hit that forward. He doesn't reach the blue line, but Norstoga is pressurised by Krupicka, and eventually Czechs steal it, and Krupicka might be able to dart away on the left wing here. Pushes it up towards behind Gronley's goal, and then back around the boards, and it's quite scrappy here. We've had 2 minutes of the period so far.
They haven't, the one thing that's really baffling me right now, because we talked to the Czech coach, is they haven't tried to carry the puck, and they've got a lot of skill on this team. They're just dumping it as soon as they get it. Kopechka got it in the neutral zone. We've seen him pick it up, make a nice move. He's fast, he's solid. He just dumped it in the corner. I don't get it.
Kubesh fires it in. Kvok will be the first to get there. Bobble. Well, the puck takes a little bobble, and then a touch there from Bakker. And it was a good job that Gronley was covering most of the goal, and Havel can't keep it in the blue line. Kvok's got to be careful. There's a man on his shoulder, and whether he knew that or not, Hamre was the other side of him, and he didn't know, but luckily for the Czech Republic, he didn't go that way. Trying to drill it forward, and this is a break.
Well, he better come out.
Is he going to come or not?
He didn't.
He doesn't. On a chance here.
Oh,
good save.
Into him.
Stay big, stay strong. It's coming back though with Bakker. Oh, it's just wide of the left-hand side as well. Solberg, huge moment for the Norwegians. That was their chance.
Just bad passing.
Bakker
real
again.
Silly.
Bogle, Kvok.
3 guys go down.
Getting involved. Kvok is, I think he's hurt his man because he's staying down, holding the side of his helmet, and there's a chance here for the break. He's on, left side, that's neat. Trying to cross ice pass, oh, he just couldn't take it. Palat sliding out at the wrong moment. One of the Norwegians is desperately trying to get to the bench.
That was a 7-10 split at bowling. 3 of them went flying.
Bogles took a beating, he's on the bench. On comes Solberg again, who already took a whack himself, and that'll get called for icing. Well, we had all sorts going on there for a moment. 11:28 remaining in the period. It's warming up a bit.
And Solberg pushed it in. I think the goalkeeper should have made a dart right away. He didn't. He tips down. Nice stop. Solberg runs right into him.
Here's the hit. Bang.
Yeah, that's a good hit. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong.
Everybody went flying. The Czechs are very sloppy. They're going to get burned. It's just a matter of time if they keep playing this sloppy.
Keeping it inside the line. Raul coming across. Palat waiting on this near side, but again, they just lose possession. It's fairly careless. And again, you have to start to wonder if the evening has got to the back. Brilliant. Bounces off it, rebound wide. Oyseth, that's a huge miss. Right across the ice here, and Palat's got to chase this. Can't keep missing, Norway.
They've been all over the Czechs, absolutely all over them.
Krupicka trying to chase up top, and they've manoeuvred themselves neatly back at. Good block by Kubesh.
Offside, we couldn't hear a thing, so we didn't know that.
Bogle
wow.
Coming back on. Oyseth going off, holding his upper part of his chest. I think he's injured. He's shaking his head as he comes off. And, well, still no goals here inside the Ostrava arena. We'll be right back. You can hear the crowd really trying to be the extra player on the ice, if you get what I mean. Around the outside, he's gone for it from distance. It's hit the front pads of Gronli, and now Kavok has got it trapped against Bogle. Bogle, the 23-year-old from Fredrikstad. Chance here. Is it underneath him? Oh, it's an open net! It's an open net, and Novotny has struck for the Czech Republic.
What a goal!
And everybody, including Dominik Hasek, is out of their seat. Huge moment. Shot comes in. Somehow it squirms underneath Gronli, who you can only feel sorry for. And it is the basics. It is the most simple of tap-ins for Novotny.
Well, we talked about this before the game. The difference could be the goaltending. The Czech goalie is playing incredible. The Norwegian hasn't had that many chances, but this one was just bad. He just let it leak out. It's a simple play. The shot is not that difficult, but it leaks out, and that couldn't have been an easier Christmas present for the young man than ever. He'll never get an easier goal than that.
He might forget his wedding anniversary one day. He'll never forget that. Novotny bangs it home. Trouble with the shot. Somehow gets underneath Gronli. And Miroslav Novotny has brought the Ostrava arena to life.
I tell you one thing, though. They better not continue to be sloppy, because they can't rely on their goalie to stand on his head all game.
Ball shout on the left-hand side. I'll tell you what, the noise in here, they might have heard that at the Novotny household back in Prague. And now the crowd plays a big part. Now they're involved. Palat trapped in the corner. Well, that's ambitious from Krupicka, but held by Gronli, and at least the face-off will be in an attacking area for the Czech team, who make wholesale changes.
Yeah, now I think you're going to see Captain Geyer take this team and say, okay, boys, now we got to take it to another level, because we got a chance here to be in the semifinals of the World Championship. This will not come around every single year. Don't take it for granted.
Norway got to get it away. Norway got to create more chances. And we did say they had to take one, and they hadn't so far.
They can't send three men deep.
Oh! Huge from Geyer. No whistle. Player down. Nordstoga hasn't got up yet. Can they get a second out of this? The net is a little bit open, but Gronli eventually lies down. Oh, Nordstoga, he thinks he's in Prague. He might even think he's in Oslo.
Wow, Geyer just hammered him. It was a beautiful check. It was a clean check. Geyer caught him with his shoulder. The referee is asking for the Norwegians to bring their doctor or their physiotherapist. It doesn't look like they have one.
Yeah, she's coming on, but Nordstoga is now coming back to the bench. I think he was just groggy for a second. He'll need a good looking at. Make sure he's all right. But my, did he take a hit?
I understand that you got to wait for possession to blow the whistle down, but when somebody is hurt from a check like that, I think you throw it out the window and blow the whistle down. He was hit hard.
Well, you can see he's being tested for concussion there. The concussion test has already started. Yeah, you might be right. If it's a contentious head one, do we get a whistle earlier? These are rules not for you or I to decide. Paul Rosen, as Norway start to think about trying. And Bakker, that's far too much room. That's far too much room, and it just pushed him wide enough. Krupicka stayed big there. And there might be a chance 3-on-2. Oh, slip from Schafferneck. He's going to have to chase his own pass. And he's still got there, Palat. Oh, he takes a hit as well.
And he took a hit to the back of the head.
Frenes not afraid. Krupicka's going to get upright and realise it's right in front of him. Here comes Palat. Bakker gets a bash in. And this crowd has woken up again. 8 minutes and 30 seconds away from playing in a semi-final. The phones and the lights are coming out again. One more will really help. And that one's just hammered long. Does he hold it or does he play it?
They just got to keep... Oh, you can't do things like that.
Hamre right in the middle. And that quietened the crowd down as well. They all gasped Why on earth Vapenka did that, I'm not sure. Kvot will hold him there.
You cannot give them any chances. You're playing so good. Oh!
Well, I was taking a little sip of water. I nearly spat it out there. I was so surprised at what they were doing. And that nearly gets through. That's good from Pedersen. Just prevents that coming through. And now Novotny's clattered.
That was huge because Pedersen doesn't make that play. I wonder if we're going to get this one in a replay. Because Pedersen saved the breakaway for sure. 100%. It was a nice little flip saucer pass from the own zone.
Look at this place. Just look at it. Let it sink in. Power ice hockey here in the Czech Republic with over 8,000 spectators.
There's a penalty, and it's going to be to the Norwegians. No, it's going to be to the Czechs. This could be the chance that the Norwegians wanted.
7:34 left in the third and final period, and Raul is out of here for now.
You don't want to take a penalty inside the offensive zone. It doesn't make any sense.
Bogle, who's been rested a fair amount, only made a debut 10 years ago, and Yuri Raul is in the box, so timeout called.
Yeah, the Norwegians have their chance now. They really have their chance. Norwegian coach is setting it up. I just don't like taking a penalty in the offensive zone. It doesn't matter for what. I just don't like taking a penalty in the offensive zone. And Norway have had some incredible chances in this game. I'm afraid that eventually it's going to go in, Alan.
Well, this is their big chance. Still 15 seconds left on the timeout here, but they've come back on the ice. They're going to get themselves ready. That man there is going to be in for a busy late evening here in Ostrava. 7:34 still left in the third period. Bakke and Habel are battling, two of the biggest battlers in these teams. You can put Pedersen and Geyer on that list as well. Geyer is loitering, Pedersen knows it, so just hands it off to Bakke, who's trying to get Norway going. Cleared away by Kubesh. It nearly went to Geyer. Bakke again. Gets past the first one on the red line, but he's held up. Then he's hit, and Kubesh working hard. Habel, and every single clearing attempt by a defensive man is going to be greeted with a huge cheer for 7 minutes, you fear.
And all they want to do when they get it in the defensive zone is get rid of it. Don't be fancy, just get rid of it.
And they've got it here inside their own blue line with the captain, who just whacks it away, dumps it up the ice, and again the crowd respond to that. 1 minute left of the penalty, 6.5 minutes left of a chance for the Czech Republic to make it to a home semi-final on Friday. Can they do it? Only literally time will tell. Pedersen. The near side is Solberg, the captain. That's come off Palat. And again, 30 seconds remain of the penalty. They're seeing it out nicely. They've got two red jerseys on the left.
Be careful.
That's a lovely touch.
Be careful.
Chance here for Solberg. He's missed a big one already today. That's another.
Another big stop.
They've got to get there, Palat. Oh, it's nice defense work.
Everybody's in on it.
Krupicka
He doesn't
stops
get it out.
Misses the hit. Palat doesn't. Referee blows.
Glove the head. Glove the head. You could see that one coming from miles away. They're being too aggressive. There's one thing with being aggressive on a power play. There's one thing about being too aggressive. They send two men in. You've got a 1-goal lead. You do not need to do that. One man only. He gets beat. Solberg has a clear-cut chance, and the goaltender makes a huge stop again.
Just 9 seconds remaining on the power play. That man there on your screen, Vapenka, has remained big. He is big, the 45-year-old, but I think he's grown with every minute that's gone by here, and he's got to survive another 5.5 of them here in this third period. Solberg drives it forward, and the chase is on here. Varnes, oh, he can't get it across, and Habel it is with the block. Penalty's over. Raul is chasing. Oh, there'll be an offside. Well, the note was still inside the line. Chance for a second, maybe. He's coming inside. He scores!
Oh!
Michael Gaia makes it 2.
What a shot! What a shot by Geyer. We called it this morning. Geyer is on fire. What a shot!
Michael Gaia comes inside one, makes up enough space to let loose, to let rip, and to let the people of the Ostrava arena wild out of their seats.
Watch this, watch this.
Look at the celebrations here.
You want to see a beautiful goal here. The captain, my captain. The puck is off the boards. Bad play by Pedersen again. Slip back to Geyer, great play. Geyer cuts in. Oh, does he let a bomb go in the top corner? Nobody's stopping that. Even the great Dominic Hasek ain't stopping that.
Michael Geyer has just sent the Ostrava arena bonkers. They're on their feet. They've got banners that say goal. They've got their lights out, and Geyer might have just turned the lights out on Norway.
And they're putting Rolf-Einar Pedersen, they're throwing everything now. Rolf-Einar's coming to play center. He's going to try, you can't let him loose. He's still a great player.
Varnes on the far side. Dalsjau hammers him into the board. Here comes Krupicka. Backers there as well. Palat. They've got to keep their concentration. Pedersen. Oh, he's giving this away. Here's the chance. Oh, Schafranek. High and wide. Not very handsome either. Another big hit on the boards. They keep it inside the blue line. Bakker takes a tumble. 2 Czech players out there.
They have to keep
around the board. Sorry.
They have to keep a couple of men back too. You have 2 goals. You don't need any more.
The place is bouncing, by the way.
My feet are shaking. The stands
Schafranek
might go
decides
down.
to go for it. It's played out by
tricky.
Gronley. It's played out by Gronley as all the spectators were on their feet bouncing around. 4.5
right
minutes to go.
Fired it off of the Czech player's head. I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
4.5.
Don't do it.
4.5 minutes for Czech Republic to keep calm and get the job done. Let the fans enjoy themselves. They need to do their work out there on the ice, and they've gridlocked it up on the far side. Somebody call the traffic police, because that's going nowhere. Eventually it comes out, hit by Novotny. It's through, and the goalie just holds on. Well, all of a sudden, it's 2-0. Czech Republic. Are they aiming for a semi-finals? We'll find out in a minute. .52 on the clock. A place in the semi-finals. Yes, it's against the USA. No, they won't care. It is a chance to go into the semis, knowing they'll at least get a chance to have a crack at the bronze.
That's empty. They pulled the goalie.
That is empty with 3.5 to go. Kubesh just needs to keep his calm. Well, he does.
It's all over.
And that is your lot. Kubesh takes a look up, realizes that there is just a huge hole with his name written all over it, and Kubesh does exactly what he should.
I've seen some weird things in this great game of hockey, but with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to pull the goalie.
They're pulling him off again.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. You let me know if you think I'm crazy, but it doesn't make any sense. There was a simple play on the boards. The Czech player picked it up. He looked up. He saw the open cage, and he put it right off the boards. Here he is. He looks up right in the middle of the net, and that's it. That is it.
Just look to the right of your screen if you're looking here. They've done it again. They're three up.
Again.
They're three down.
I don't get it.
Again.
I don't get it.
This is bizarre. They were making chances. They should have finished some, yes, but they still have time to make some more.
Well,
this is very, very strange. And a chance for Krupicka. And this place will lose it if he can get one. Offside.
Well, why I don't understand this is you had 3:31 left, Alan. They were all over the Czechs. You get one, and then you pull the goalie and possibly tie the game up. Bogle and Backa, they've had so many chances. I just don't get it. Doesn't make sense.
Still off the ice, so that's something that isn't about to change. They need to get the puck.
Oh, it might be
our
Kavok! The Wily
Would you believe it?
The Wily veteran!
Would you believe Thomas Kavok, at the age of 52, has just scored from inside the red line here inside the Ostrava arena. Good night, we're done. Come back Friday for the semi-finals. That is where the Czech Republic are going.
The Czech Republic are moving on. They're going to be 4-0. 4 wins, 0 losses. 4 times they're going to hear the Czech anthem. This is crazy.
Thomas Kavok just takes a look up. Look at this from the long lens. Mapenka lying on his back, looking to the heavens. They are going to the semi-finals.
If they don't give the goaltender the game star, because he was the guy that kept them in when they had the first 2 chances. Otherwise, they're in serious trouble.
Well, the goalie is back in the net. Oh, Raul not backing out. This is Backa. He's done well to turn there.
He's had a good game.
Yeah. Hamre, he's been a little bit quiet, to be fair to the rest of his teammates. Solberg has tried hard. Again, for 2 periods and 10 minutes, Paul. You can't fault what they've done. Icing call. 2 minutes and 40 remaining.
Listen to this crowd.
The hands are clapping, the phones are waving. And these wonderful people who've come out to watch this sport, top class sport, have enjoyed every minute, probably more the third period than any of the others. But it is, at the moment, just what they ordered, and it's again just punched over the blue line, diagonally across, and on this side, Hamre, and then Raul just lofts it up, and Krupicka could chase this, and Sunt is now on the ice. Underkray is there as well.
I don't want to burst their bubble. This is going to be incredible and sink it in, but they're going to have on Friday the Americans. The reigning gold medal.
Chance for Kubesh. Blocked by Backa. I know what you're trying to say.
Paralympic team.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yep. Farmer and Roybal and Pauls, they're all waiting.
Different gravy.
Yeah.
A different kettle of fish altogether. But why not live it? Why not enjoy it?
Yep, absolutely.
And you just never know. Kavok can score from the red line. Why can't they beat the USA? I know there's a lot of reasons why they can't beat the USA.
I'm going to give you 2 words why they're not going to score from the red line. Steve Cash. That's why.
I don't think the Americans would have pulled the goalie. at that point of the game either. But
No.
well, we're into the final minute and a half. The fans are getting to their feet. I think they're going to try and cheer this last 90 seconds all the way to the buzzer. Deadlock on this near side. Palat. Out comes the puck. They don't care if it sits there, to be honest. The place is bouncing. Every single person that can is on their feet, jumping around. The shirts being waved above the head. Any scores now just become irrelevant.
You want to get this puck out.
Raul could have used his noggin there. No point in having the big hits now. They're fresh. Well, they need to stay fresh.
Oh,
this might be interesting.
Yeah,
Guy is free round the back.
But at least he got the icing waved off. Oh, he gets hammered.
And again, this is what I'm saying. 30 seconds left.
You're
going into the semis. Just be cautious. Don't get hurt. Don't get hit. Stay as fresh as you can and enjoy this. What's happening off the ice, is just as important to the sport of para ice hockey as what's happening on the ice right now. Straffenek. Dolciar wants it. Palat wants it. Dolciar has it. Tries to feed it in. Chance for another! And there it is. Listen to the roar. Listen to the raw emotion of what 8,500 people sounds like. Michael Fabenka is lying on his back again. The puck is nestling in the net again. The Czech Republic are winning at their own World Championships again.
Unbelievable. That's all I can say. This was 0-0 about 10 minutes ago. And now it's 5-0, right? That was the fifth, 5-0. Unbelievable. 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 I've never seen anything like that. They just keep coming and coming and coming.
David Palat gets it past the outstretched arm of Gronley. Made the first save, was nowhere near the second. 4, 3, 2, take a listen.
Unbelievable, it's over.
Sensational.
Jump your goalie, jump your goalie. Get up there and jump on your goalie.
Well, a shutout. A 5-0 victory for the Czech Republic.
Well, I was close. I said 6-1.
You did indeed.
I didn't read
6-1. It's a third shutout of the tournament for the Penka. Novotny's first goal of the tournament. Palat's first goal of the tournament. Kubesh. That's 5 for him. Gaia has now scored in every game as well. Happy birthday to that young lady. I'm not sure how happy she'll be. Lena Schroeder. And look at them celebrating here.
This is what I love about the game. It takes 15 players, and it takes 15 players that have had a tragic story in their life. It brings them together. They will be brothers forever from this moment in Czech history.
What about this guy, Jiri Brinca, the coach? He is doing a marvellous job.
Absolutely.
He would have had to have kept them calm, not before the game, not after the first period, not after the second period. For all of those times, he had to just keep them level, keep them grounded, tell them to keep working, because he must have noticed they weren't doing the things that were getting them the results. And all of a sudden, with 34-54 on the clock, they started scoring. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they've given it to Gronley, who made some massive saves in the early stages. You can't fault that. For the Czech Republic. Well, they've given it to Habel.
The goalie was amazing.
But Habel worked tirelessly. This is completely different for the Czech Republic tonight, wasn't it? They've been so fluid and the movement has been so electric. Tonight, they had to mix that up with battling, with getting back and staying back. They didn't have to defend against Sweden. They didn't have to defend against Japan. And they nullified Italy, who just by their own admission, didn't have enough going the other way.
You're right.
The presentation done by manager of Allianz Insurance. That was Christina Krejci, representation of the local Allianz office. They've helped to fund the event. That was one of the presenters down there.
This place is crazy.
Well, it's about to get its own national anthem, the anthem of the Czech Republic. As you could see them a couple of moments ago, the real, like you were saying, the brothers in arms wrapped around each other. Tonight, the Czech Republic and their hockey players, they're allowed to dream. They're allowed to just imagine, what if on Friday something goes our way? They're allowed to dream, surely, for one day.
Absolutely, 100%. You know, it doesn't look good on that game, but they know they're going to go out hard, very hard, because even if they don't win, they got a chance to medal in their country, and the bronze will look sweet. They're thinking gold right now, but the bronze will look sweet.
The best ever result is on the cards for the country of the Czech Republic, holding the World Championships in your own ice rink here in the Ostrava arena, and there was a potential that you could finish as high as you ever have, and you just need the Americans to wake up with food poisoning, not feeling it, you know, somebody missing the bus, you name it.
Wow.
Anything could go their way. That's what they need, isn't it?
Well, all right.
A massive slice of luck.
I'll let you have it. But you know what? Right now, you've got a country that have fallen in love with 15 disabled. Let's think about that for a second. You've got a country that's fallen in love with 15 disabled athletes. If that doesn't get you going, what will?
As you have said many times in these broadcasts, forget what their impairment is. They're a hockey player tonight. Forget where their hometown is. They're from the Czech Republic tonight. Forget what your natural sport to support is. 8,500 people came to watch the World Para Ice Hockey Championships of 2019. They brought the Ostrava Arena to life. They've shown the world watching from the outside. Get yourself inside a venue where there's a sport near you, and you too can be a part of something like this. The embrace between the Kozen Espen Hedge and Jiří Blíča, well, he looked as emotional as he did the last victory, then the one before that, and the one before that. They started like a house on fire. 8 versus Japan without answer. They put 6 past Sweden. They conceded just a 1. They then dominated the Italians. They might have only got 4, but the Italians never really looked in the race. Another shutout, another one tonight against Norway. They had to wait over half an hour of the game. But right at the start of the third period, all of a sudden, they gave us the goal magic that they've been sprinkling on these World Championships from day one.
I don't want people to forget about this because it's 5-0, or was it 6? They scored at the end, 5. 5-0, and it's easy to just think of the 5. I want you to remember the goaltender for the Czech team, because when it was 0-0, the Norwegians were all over him. Bogle scores on that breakaway. It's 1-0. Baca scores on that great chance. It's 2-0. But they don't. He shut the door, giving his team the opportunity to score. So that 5-0 win has a lot to do with those two big stops in the third period by the goaltender.
Rapitsko, who does the belly slide normally. I'm sure he'll go and do one. In fact, he's just doing one right now. And I've just watched the coach again, Jiri Ritsa. He's just leant back against the bench, against the boards, and I've just watched him look right across the stand on the far side. He is just taking it all in. Whether he can believe it or not is a different thing. We'll ask him that later. But he is just looking up at this crowd. He will have never experienced, even as the coach, he will have never experienced anything like this. He's got a huge job though now. He has to get them ready for Friday. Yep. He has to keep them calm. If you're just about to leave, let me leave you with this. It will be Canada taking on the Koreans. It will be the United States of America taking on the Czech Republic. For a place in the final, yep, on paper, everybody's already saying it. Canada, USA. But dare to dream. One of these guys out there probably was told they'd never do anything with their impairment. They dreamt and they delivered. Can they dare to dream once more? Maybe so. We'll take a look at the highlights in a few moments. For now, the concentration is on the faces of the emotional, the relieved, the jubilant. You can count any of those emotions out there. You can't get rid of the smiles. Vapenka, well, he still looks a cool, calm customer, doesn't he, Vapenka? He's a big, and I mean big guy.
And the Czechs may not leave the rink. They may stay here. You know, we won the gold in Torino in 2006. We stayed in the building till like 5 in the morning. They might do that. They got to remember they have a game on Friday and then a game no matter what on Saturday, whether it's gold or bronze. So they got 2 more big wins. They want to hear their anthem. I'm going to say they want to hear it 4 times. No, they've heard it 4. They want to hear it 5, possibly 6. Of course, they want to hear it 6, but I think they'd settle for 5.
Rapitsko making his way around. As I say, we'll take a look at the highlights in a matter of minutes. I'm sure as the arena starts to think about emptying, they'll spill out into the streets of Ostrava. And here is a look back at some
goals.
Of the highlights. There it is, the moment that changed everything. And it was so unlucky, really, because Gnonli had done so well tonight. He makes the save, it just creeps underneath him, and it's well anticipated by Novotny. From there on in, Geyer destroyed.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. Geyer, and the second goal was big. Geyer steals it, nice little pass off, comes down, and he lets an absolute cannon go in the top corner. This is a mistake by the great Rolf Einar Pedersen. Right in the empty net, and that's what I still don't understand. The third and fourth goal were in the empty net. The wily veteran puts it in.
He was on the red line. I thought he was just inside. He was actually on the red line.
And then they score the 5th goal to say thank you very much. We love you. And we'll be here on Friday.
Palat with the exclamation point.
I'm so curious about pulling the goalie when it was only 2-0. I'm going to talk to some of my Norwegian buddies who play on the Norwegian team, who played on the team for years, because I just don't get this. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, look at the amount of shots in the end, 18-14. They were even all the way through it, 6-3 in the first 2 periods, and all of a sudden the Czech Republic just opened fire, 5-0 in the end. 6 penalty minutes each. It wasn't the cleanest of games. There was plenty of rough and tumble, as you would expect in any hockey environment. But the stat at the top right corner of your screen is the one that matters the most. It's 5-0. The Czech Republic are in to the semi-finals. I just want to say a huge thank you to Paul Rosie Rosen alongside me in commentary. That's my final game of these championships. Jonathan Bell will be here for the bronze. for the semi-finals, and for the finals day. I wish him all the best. Paul Rose, a big thank you to you, educating me, educating the people watching on the live streams, and just living every moment of these athletes. Kvok is out on the ice, he's got the helmet off, the hair's everywhere. He's purely emotional. Those guys there, you'll see them again on Friday. Make sure you join us. It's semi-final day here at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019.
schopnosti proti